Today we did a crazy thing that's supposed to be super cool for camping. It's called a BioLite stove 2. So what happens is it's kind of like a rocket stove, yet there's a fan that creates electricity, whatever, and it'll actually charge your phone or some other devices. So I'm gonna unbox this right now and see what's in here. Never used one before.
Come join us out here.
And it has a LED light included. Ooh, fancy. So, nothing. Here is the stove. Try to get this out of here. Okay. There's your little generator deal. Just packaging stuff. If I remove this tape, okay. Seems relatively simple. All stainless steel construction, which I think is really nice. I mean, if you expect it to last at all, you're gonna have to have that. This is heavy. This has some significant weight to it. A little piece of protective film on there. And this just sits on there. These little legs flip out. So now you've got a nice stable base. I think that's awesome. And there you are. Also in the box, we have look at that. We have a USB cable. This is not going to plug into an iPhone. That's not a USB-C. I don't know what you call it. But that's not going to plug into an iPhone. And then we have a USB LED light. So once this is going, you've got that. Then we've got another box. Oh, look at this. How cool is that? It comes with a case.
Nice.
Look at that. BioLite. Oh, by the way, I am not sponsored by BioLite. I bought this just like any normal person. So, maybe BioLite will say, Adam, you have done such an amazing job. We're going to send you one for free. But I doubt it. That's not usually how that works. But let's see, what else do we got? Then it says it's got some fire starter. And it's definitely waterproof because I can't get it out of the bag. It's wood fiber and paraffin, which is a fancy term for waxy wood. So you can probably just throw a little piece of that in the bottom here. Let's look at the instructions though. You can register your camp stove. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Oh, that is just wood fibers mixed with wax. That's what that is. I'm going to drop this in here. Okay. Let's see how easily that starts on fire. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, that's already burning. So let's take some super dry pine that we got laying around here. Drop that in there. Now you can do this, I mean, you could have this in a backpack and just little pine branches, anything, you can throw them in there now.
Interruption. Ooh, we're smoking.
Yeah. Here's your USB plug-in right there. Okay. Now we're gonna let her cook for just a minute here. You know how it is when you start something new like this. It's gotta.
Oh, I hear the fan.
It's gotta burn off, and already you can hear the fan going. So the fan is running. I'm not 100% sure that I know how this works, but now Phyllis, you could take that pot that you got inside, you can put that on there. On the side here, you can see that it's charging up for the battery because this has a lithium-ion battery in it, and that the fan is running and it's showing the relative temperature of the fire. It's not very hot right now. It's just 2 bars on a 6. But I just put in a little handful of sticks, and I'm willing to bet you could boil a cup of coffee just after that. And you can hear the fan running. You can see how much wood is in there. That's nothing. Is that incredible or what?
That's pretty cool.
I mean, you can carry enough sticks in your back pocket to make a cup of coffee. Or disinfect water, anything like that.
I'm more worried about the coffee.
You're worried about the coffee?
I'm worried about the coffee.
Why don't you grab a little pot with some water in it, and we'll see how quickly we can boil a pot of water.
Okay. Give me a second.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Phyllis has a little pot of it's just water. The setup is not the most solid on this milk crate here, but we'll see how it does here. The wood that I'm using is some really super dry cedar that I found in our little dry cabin. So, yeah, you might be better off with some other stuff, but you can see, I don't know if you can see down here, the battery is on the right, and that's already over 50% charged. The fan's running at 60%, and the fire is pretty low. That's on your left. But you can see we've got the fire shooting out of there. I mean, it's when the pot is not on there, it's really something to see. It's like a little tornado of fire coming out of there. It's pretty awesome. But that's just with not a whole lot of wood. Phyllis was just commenting on how awesome my backdrop is. I don't know if you like that. This old truck is at this dry cabin that we're staying at until we find a place, which is okay. But there is an upgraded BioLite too that you can get that actually comes with a coffee press and a coffee pot. It's pretty neat, but we already have all that stuff, so I wasn't going to pay another $100 for something we already had. This hasn't been on there very long. You take a look. There are bubbles on the water and it's steaming already. I'm pretty impressed. I mean, everybody gets all excited about the what are they called? The jet boils and stuff like that, but they also require fuel canisters, which are I looked at some today that are $10 a piece. Well, the initial price of this that we paid at a local Sportsman's Warehouse is $149, and that's it. It runs all the time as long as you have, you know, a fuel source. So I'm good with that. What do you think?
Is it boiling? Oh, almost.
It's almost boiling already.
Wow. Okay.
You know, and I was just, you know, talking about how, you know, your purchase price is it, and after that, it's not like you got to keep buying and transporting fuel sources.
Right.
This is
Because,
whatever you have in the woods.
yeah,
Which we have woods.
a little bit.
There's a fire going on back there. Thought I'd go ahead and burn some stuff off tonight. Last night we weren't here, but a couple of huge black bears, I guess, one of them with cubs, walked through the area, and some of the locals are a little bit nervous about it, but thought, well, if I get a fire going, and they're not gonna like that, and of course I'm protected in other ways, so I thought we'd sit here and do this. So as you can see,
Oh,
we are getting some bubblage there.
uh-huh.
Look at that.
And this is already potable water, so...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we don't have to boil it because it's river water. It's just somebody has a coffee addiction. Actually, I like it quite a bit too. So she's got to boil some water for coffee. So do you get her to a rolling boil in general, or just...
For coffee?
Yeah.
No, just really hot like that.
Just really hot like that? Okay. Well, there you go.
I found some sticks.
Oh, you did. We can use those. Put them in there.
Oh, we still got a nice...
Yeah. You still got a fire. You just throw some sticks in there.
I'm assuming these are fairly dry from the way they broke.
Yeah. There's another piece. And I don't know if the microphone is picking it up, but the little fan in there is just humming along. I mean, it started almost immediately. Now you're going to get some smoke now because the fire is kind of down and it's still got a lot of air to it, but that's it. There is one other thing that I want to test, but I need the wife here to give me a hand. I want to test this actual light, and I want to test the charging, because this is supposed to fire up and charge your phone. I don't know at what rate, but we'll find out here. Give me one moment.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's see if this works.
What's your phone say?
That it's charging.
The phone is charging.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
That is awesome. Look at Mr. Fats.
Oh,
Mr. Fats.
that's Lester Pete's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Let's try one other thing. Do you want to plug in that light that came with it? It's right here.
Oh. Why, yes, I do.
I added some wood to it so you can tell she's really cooking right now.
Ooh, this is...
The light has got a semi-rigid yet flexible cord to it, and I don't know how you turn this on. It's plugged in properly.
Oh.
Wow.
So the fan controls the fire.
Oh. Okay, we learned something else. That's why you should read instructions first.
Huh. Who knew?
Oh, there you go. There's your light.
Oh, okay. So the...
Oh, it's just a touch light.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we just discovered here, because we didn't read the instructions, BioLite will be mad about that, is that you've got a button down here. It looks like your standard power button, but as you turn that, you see if you can hear it. Okay, fan's going faster. Do it again. Fan's going faster. And what happens, the faster the fan goes, the crazier the fire gets. So what that means is the faster the fire burns, the shorter amount of time it's going to last. However, it's going to heat your food a little quicker. So if you want the little bit of wood you have to last, turn it down. If you can't live without that cup of coffee in the next 2 minutes, turn it up and you'll have it.
There are some mornings where 2 minutes makes a big difference when it comes to coffee.
I know all about that. So there you go. There is your BioLite 2 stove unboxing in a nutshell. And so far, we haven't been out in the field testing it, but I love it. Phyllis?
It's gonna be fun.
Awesome. BioLite 2. Like enough?
Maybe a little more? Yeah. It might be thick soup.
Okay. Today we did some four-wheeling in Alaska for the first time.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, it is not like Wisconsin. It is all the way up, all the way down. River crossings are scary. I prefer not to ever do this again without at least a second four-wheeler being there.
Not to mention the moose tracks, the bear tracks, the wolf tracks.
Yeah, we saw all of them there today. So now we're taking a break and we're firing up the BioLite stove and we're going to make some Fort Patriots tomato basil soup. So that's what we're doing now.
No.
Oh, sorry. Oh, look, we're videotaping. Okay. Hello, YouTube family. It has been a little bit longer than we'd usually go in between videotaping. As it turns out, you hear me clear my throat a lot in these videos, and that's generally, I've got some allergies, left over from my happy times in Wisconsin, and they completely cleared up here. And then about 2 weeks ago, surprise, they're back. But wait, there's more. It turned out into a full-blown influenza. I have coughed myself nearly to death and lost about 12 pounds. So Phyllis has been kind of sick, but not that sick. But I think we're back amongst the living right now. An occasional cough, sorry. But go ahead. Okay, I'm back.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Just want to thank everybody for watching the Should we take two? Hello, YouTube family. We just want to take a moment and thank you for watching this episode. Phyllis?
Yes, thank you for watching the BioLite and waiting to the end before you leave.
Right.
Yeah.
And most likely right now you are pushing over family members to get to that like and subscribe button so that you can see every new episode that comes out.
Yes.
Sorry, there's been a little bit of delay for this one. As it turns out, I missed being sick, so I went ahead and got myself the influenza, and that took me down for about 2 weeks, and I lost between 12 and 15 pounds. So I'm feeling better now, mostly. I got the lung capacity of a red squirrel, but I'm getting better. And Phyllis is doing...
I'm doing all right.
So, without further coughing adoos here, we will let you go. Love you, bye, as always.